JL here with your daily Hoosier Daddy for the night of January 22nd. Big night in the NBA, 13 games on the schedule. Let's see the impact it's made in the Hoosier Daddy JV Fantasy League for the last two nights. Ball Don't Lie has been up on Taco Del Miramar by an 8-1 margin. For Chris, Kevin Garnett made his return. Did he play him? No, he did not. Looks like Chris also benched Ron Artest and Jared Jeffries, while Scott benched Bano Udrich. I probably would have benched Bano too, but I could make an argument that Jason Terry had an even worse night. BDL still seemingly unaffected and on cruise control, remaining with an 8-1 lead. Now Chris can still make something happen, guys. He only trails Scott by 6 threes, 4 assists, and just 1 steal. See what you can do, Chris. Jobbers were up 6-3 against Hoop Kings. Sad news for Renee and the Kings. It was announced earlier today that Brandon Roy will miss the next week. He won't be reevaluated for that hamstring until next Thursday, so it looks like he's out for 4 games at least. On Friday, both teams had full lineups, and Renee benched Roy and, let's see, Ben Gordon. I felt Adam was due for a good night. His team outdueled Renee in assists 39-28. He's still losing in that category, however. But the good news for him is that Hoop Kings turn the ball over more, and Jobbers now lead in TOs. So Adam goes into Saturday back up 7-2. Team Swine Flu led ringleader 6-3. Both teams had full lineups, and Swine Flu did not play Jameer Nelson. While Nelson didn't have spectacular numbers tonight, he still had, let's see, he was still close. No, wait a minute. Let me back up for a second here, man. What did they do? So I'm looking at this matchup here. Oh, you know what? He played, instead of playing, let's see, he benched Jameer Nelson and he played Raymond Felton and Nate Robinson. I think they were both poorer today than Jameer, so maybe Jameer could have played over one of those guys. Bill still leads in the 3-point shooting category, even though his entire team only made 1 tonight. He's still close in steals as well. Every category, as I expected, is closely matched tonight, except for turnovers, which Swine Flu might very well lose, but they're a competitive team, so let's see how they'll manage for the next 2 nights. Ringleader still trails 6-3. 7 Oranges trailed 7 Apples 6-3 as well. Both teams had full lineups, and Jonas chose to sit Channing Frye. Through most of the Bulls Suns game, it might have appeared that that was a wise decision, but it seems like, let's see, he played Robin Lopez, Fry's teammate, instead. But I'm guessing, I shouldn't guess, I want to be certain about this. Okay, yeah, Fry played most of the 4th quarter, so he went on a late surge and to a nice finish. So that includes 4 3-pointers made by Fry and 8 rebounds. That's what you missed, Jonas. Mike got a great night in steals, while Jonas was money from the foul line. This fruit basket matchup still remains 6-3 in favor of 7 Apples, but while the Apples are 2 rebounds from leading that category as well, they only lead by 2 steals and 2 blocks. So this series may have a photo finish, guys. 7 Voyages of Sinbad, Edwin's team, led my 7-11 5-4. I was at a loss today, guys. I had 11 guys eligible for tonight, and I wasn't sure who to sit. I didn't trail turnovers that much, but I had a narrow lead in threes and assists, so I kept my guards and ended up benching Sean Marion, who doesn't seem to shoot threes anymore like he did back when he was playing in Phoenix. Turns out I could have played Sean Marion because Andrea Bargnani, that's the guy. Andrea Bargnani did not play tonight against the Bucks due to a sore lower back, and I made the decision to bench earlier this afternoon. RotoWire didn't come out with the news of Bargnani's DNP until a little bit after 3 today, so that's what I missed. Anyways, that's alright. Marion's stats probably wouldn't have got me leading any other categories anyhow. Edwin, on the other hand, chose to sit the Spurs, his Spurs once again, the guys I traded him, as well as Antoine Jameson. Now Parker's assists and Ginobili's threes Edwin, those guys, those things could have got you the lead in those two categories, but we're tied. So we're tied. And while we're on the subject, the Spurs, Tim Duncan got his 20,000th career point tonight. Way to go, big fundamental. And anyways, enough about that. 7 voyages, they're still hanging on, but they lead. While we're tied in 2 categories, they still lead 4-3. Now for league leaders Friday night, it is 7 Apples with the best field goal percentage at 51% and having the most assists at 42. Ball Don't Lie had the best free throw percentage at 86% and had the fewest turnovers with 12. Jobbers had the most threes with 12 and blocks 11. 7 Oranges led scoring with 196 points tonight. Hoop Kings hit the boards the hardest with 76 rebounds, and 7 Voyages of Sinbad led steals Friday with 15. The composite tallies for the week have Adam leading in 3 categories. That's 3-pointers, rebounds, and blocks. Edwin leading in 2 with 40 steals and shooting 846 from the line. Let's see, Mike 7 Apples leads in 2 cats as well. Assists with 141 and shooting 51% from the field tonight. Jonas, that's 51% for the week, as well as 51% tonight. What a coincidence. Jonas leads in scoring for the week with 622 points, and Chris easily has the fewest turnovers with 40. So that was tonight's league leaders, brought to you by, hang on a second. Brought to you by this towel. You follow me, camera guy? Anyways, let's go to the waiver wire. Team Swine Flu continues to make some more moves. He dumped the ice-cold Raymond Felton and for the answer, Allen Iverson, all-star starting guard for the East, and then he dropped David West for Rudy Fernandez. Rudy will probably play big minutes in Detroit tomorrow, as Jared Bayless went down in the 3rd quarter spraining an ankle. How about David West? While we're on the subject of spraining ankles, yeah, Swine Flu drops David West. This might be a big free agent pickup for somebody, depending how bad his sprained left ankle is. So be on the lookout for this guy in days to come. The other moves that were made was Adam swapping out Mike Conley for Jarrett Jack, and Jonas getting Carlos Delfino of the Bucks and dropping Mike Miller. Let me get rid of this. Good God. Okay, Saturday we'll have 10 games in the NBA. This includes the Bulls visiting Houston with a 5:30 tip-off on NBA TV. Well, that's it. That's it, guys, from the bomb shelter here at Octane Infinity TV Studios. I'm off to go clean a spill with this. This has been your daily Hoosier Daddy on Octane Infinity TV. I am Mr. JL, the bomb from Vietnam, and boom goes the dynamite.